And hear you. Good.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Pharmacist Michael, and I have Kim with me again today. And we're going to talk about how she has improved her life and her health. And hopefully, you can learn something from it, and it may work for some of you as well. So go ahead, Kim.
Well, I don't know if you all remember the last time I talked a lot about being an advocate for lupus, and I don't know if I mentioned that I was also a diabetic in a type 2, but for some reason this popped up on my lupus little bracelet, help us solve the cruel mystery of lupus. But now I'm also a advocate for health and wellness because I have decided at the age of 58, I am no longer going to have these doctors shove medication on me that I don't need, all because I cannot stop eating. Guys, it's a serious problem, and all we want to do is have cravings, and then we want to have uh, hunger pains. But that's what these words diets do to us, y'all. It's really hard to do a diet. It should be a life change. So I found this wonderful product that came across my desk one day. And this was after you and I had done our first video. And I knew my diabetes was in trouble. I had to pull away a lot from your videos, and I had to pull away from my school for a little bit. I had to pull away from my book. And I had a long talk with God, and I said, God, I can't get this under control. And he said, well, he said, you can't just eat whatever you like and think you're going to have a good, healthy life because you're a diabetic. You can maybe get it in remission. You can get rid of your stuff, but you got to work at it. You got to meet me halfway. You know, you just can't eat whatever you feel like it because you're going to reap the bad, stuff that's going to come with it. So to let you know, I've been on this product for a month and I'm so excited. I have never, Michael, never, 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 ever, did I say the word never? Have a
Yes.
doctor ever lower my medication. They usually up it and stick me on more medication. But when I started doing this product, and the key word is consistency, I did what it told me to do because I had no other choice. My life was really, I had one foot in the grave and one foot ready going to go in the other grave, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to get off this medication. I'm going to get skinny. I've always wanted to be well and healthy, and I'm going to do it. So anyway, I'm going to let you pronounce the name. I hope you can see it's the thyroid pill that starts with the L.
Levothyroxine.
Yeah, there you go, Michael. This is my old medication. If y'all can see, I wrote old on it, so I wouldn't take it anymore. I had a week and a couple days left to go on this medication. This one is blue, and if you're on this stuff because you don't have a thyroid, you need to take it every day without fail, every day. And you need to take it with water and without food. Now, some doctors, I don't know why, say you can do it within 30 minutes, or you can do it with an hour. I've always been told an hour, so that's what I did. Okay.
1 hour before or 2 hours after meals is the real, or that's when you should take thyroid.
Right. Okay. So I've been doing it correctly now. And if you can tell, my thyroid now is a lot smaller down here, and hopefully you can tell my face is a lot skinnier.
Yes, I can definitely tell the difference in your face.
You can see my little dimples.
Yep.
Oh, I'll slap the hands. Grandmas used to like to do. Oh, she got dimples, and they do. Lady, before I deck you one, quit squeezing my dimples. Don't squeeze the dimples. Remember, don't squeeze the Charmin.
Yes, I do, Mr. Whipple.
Yeah, that's it. Well, anyway, this is my new thyroid pill to show you this is proof that what I'm doing is working. It is. Okay. Get it in there. Can you see the 112?
112, yes.
So from 137 to 112. I've also gone down a whole dress size from extra large to large. Now, not to talk about the women, what women wear, but I've lost weight there too. Mark wasn't too happy about that part. Lose any more weight, I'm going to forbid you to take it. And I start laughing. How does that work for you, honey? He says, yeah, I thought I would try. But anyway, this was my medication I showed y'all last time.
Yep.
And then I take 2 insulin pens, two. And I was messing up with the fast acting because I didn't know how it really worked. So I would take it more than once, and I always get myself in trouble, which meant my um, blood sugar was going way low, like 53 and 55, and I was in trouble. And I felt like I was in the shower, like I just stepped out all dripping wet, and I'm touching my hair, and it was feeling like ice. And one day Mark was with me, and he says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well," I said, "I know my sugar has dropped," and I tested it. Sure enough, it was low. And I said, "Would you feel my hair and stuff to make sure it's dry?" He said, "Yes, honey, you're dry." I said, "But I don't feel that way." And I that was just so weird to me. But guys, I'm going to tell you, the way to get off all most medications is to try to get your weight under control. Do you agree, Michael?
Yes, I mean that's one of the. It depends on what your weight is, but yeah, losing weight can definitely help you in a lot of ways. For
And
diabetes, it's a huge thing.
yes, exactly. So, like I said, I what I'm doing is, and help me out with this word, Michael, intermittent. Is that right?
Yep.
Fast. Okay.
Intermittent fasting.
Yes, with diabetes. Now, let's say you're a pre-diabetic. Well, you can still do this as well. It will
Yep.
help not to become a diabetic or a diabetic type 2.
Yep.
See, Michael and I are always mostly on the same page. And that's why I love you, Michael. And so learning finally after 58 years, I've actually got off some bad food. I used to love my coffee. Who doesn't love coffee?
I love coffee.
I know, right? My husband, he could kill you with his coffee. It's really strong coffee. But I would have to put a lot of creamer because I like mine light brown. I don't like it dark. I'm not a black drinker of coffee. Ugh. But I like a lot of sugar and a lot of cream than coffee. Okay. So I would do that, and I would put in 3 packs of Splenda every time I would make my coffee, right? Not good, is it, Michael?
No, I don't put anything in my coffee but ice.
Yeah. I never tried that one.
That's all I do. I drink iced coffee with nothing else in it.
Mm. So, but anyway, when this product came across my laptop, as we all do, and I'm on the TikTok, and you've probably seen a lot of people talk about this, and they talk about diabetic and intermittent fasting, and also insulin resistance. Okay, and we're trying to tell y'all how to lose the weight. So basically, what I do is I drink this special kind of tea in the morning with no sugar, and I drink it until lunch. So I'm fasting through breakfast, but I'm drinking my tea. Come lunchtime, I take a product called Balance. This Balance makes me full. It solidifies in my stomach, so I don't want seconds, and I don't have cravings, and I don't want any more than what I should eat. So that's helping me keep the weight off, and not to buy the junk food in the stores. I don't care anymore to go down the potato chip or the cookie aisle. Because remember, I told you I was the chocolate queen. Chocolate ho-hos, chocolate ding-dongs, chocolate rudge rounds, chocolate cake. No,
Yeah.
not anymore. Even for my birthday. So this came to me right before my birthday, and I'd had it for a couple days. So I was used to taking it the way I was supposed to. And my husband said, "So I know you want steak for your birthday." I said, "You got that right." He said, "If you know what kind of dessert you want?" I said, "Honestly, I'm not craving my chocolate cake or my strawberry cake like I used to." He looked at me and he says, "Where's my wife? Who are you?" So after he saw my results, Michael, because he'd seen me lose the weight, he saw my moods improve. He saw me have more energetic days. I wasn't no more lethargic. I don't have to take my naps anymore. When my medication wears off, so it usually wear off by 3 because I take mine at night because it would make me drowsy and dizzy, right? So by 3 o'clock I had like I gotta go sleep, and I'd sleep until 6 o'clock. I don't do that anymore. And because I've been taking this for a while, I don't have the neuropathy pain that I have. I don't feel the carpal tunnel anymore. So those are my two doctors right there. I had to say, okay, see y'all later. I'll call you if I need you, but I'm not going to need them. Slowly but surely, whatever medication I can get rid of, the more weight I can lose, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to take my life back. This is a second chance of me getting healthy and well, and I'm going to do it. And my husband's on it now. He's a pretty big fella, and he's losing half of his kidneys.
Yikes.
50, 50 yeah, 55%. And so, but he likes this stuff, and he's one of those, hey, Mikey, he likes it. He looks forward to having his in the morning and the orange balance. I don't know why they call it orange, Michael, because when you pour it in your cup of water, it looks like yellow orange juice to me. It smells good, and I
Yeah.
could sit there and sniff it for a few minutes. He said, quit sniffing it and take it already. I'm like, oh, okay, that's right. But that's how we're getting healthy. We're not hungry. We don't have those cravings. We're not snacking after 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night. And we try to eat before 6 o'clock. I've rejoined the gym, believe it or not. And now I'm trying to build up my spine because, I fractured it last year.
Yep.
I broke two spine and I broke my tailbone. So now I'm trying to strengthen it up. And I'm just going to feel good. It's clearing up my face and I'm feeling better. And, and I want to help others to do the same thing. That's why Michael does all his videos.
Yep.
Michael and I were basically on the same team, and I take a lot of his vitamins.
You do.
I do. I'm waiting for your new stuff to come out, by the way.
It's coming. It's coming very, very soon.
Are you going to do your makeup line? Did you decide yet?
I don't know. That's not really up to me.
Oh, the wife?
No.
Oh.
We will see if we can get the beauty products back.
Because I really liked your cream. Your cream really helped out my face when I had it really red and rashy.
Mm-hmm.
I gave one of my bottles to my daughter. And I said, put this on your face because it'll make you feel better. And it did. I always tell Michael, I don't know what you do to your vitamins or this stuff. I said, but you must put miracles in there somewhere. They work for me. So, guys,
anybody out there in the audience have any questions for Kim? You guys are awful quiet tonight.
I know. Guys, this is good stuff. Ask me when I'm on. I'll tell you, Michael can pin my email address somewhere for you guys because I know I got his vitamins on my websites from my lupus group. Michael, it's Kim Pierro, Pierro at yahoo.com. Please learn that you can get healthy as long as you do what the system tells you to do. It's a very easy. I just drink tea and water, and that's it. And then I have a little fiber for my lunch. It's a fiber matrix blend. And there is a little bit of caffeine in it, but no more than a cup of coffee.
How many calories do you eat per day?
Oh, I don't know because I don't eat hardly anything like I used to. I mean, I know I'm eating what I want to eat because today, I skip my breakfast and I have my tea, but my tea fills me up. So I'm not hungry by lunch, but I know that I'm a diabetic, so I know that I have to eat, right?
Right.
So then I take the balance and I have to wait 5 to 15 minutes so I can eat, so it solidifies the tummy. Then when I hear my little ding, I'm like, oh boy, I get to eat, but I'm still not hungry. So today I had a friend meet me for lunch at the Waffle House. She's a wonderful real estate lady, and this lady, I envy her. She does everything all on her own business cards and her own this. I said, I need you. Teach me, please help me. So, because I'm technology challenged. So.
Yeah. Well, you got on here.
I was afraid though. I almost didn't think I was going to make it, and then I kept hearing, "You can do it. Just go here, go there." I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
You've done it before.
I know somebody is always looking out for me though, always. But I just took a big leap of faith with this because everything else was failing me. The insulin shots were failing me. I years ago I got rid of metformin, like you said. If you're on metformin, guys, all these doctors want to do is they don't teach you anything about intermittent fasting or how to do this correctly so that you can lose the weight. Because I don't want to say this, not all doctors are this way, but the doctors I had were. And they're good doctors, but they just need a little money in their pocket like everybody else. Like, okay, my neurologist doctor, he was sitting like this when he was talking to me, and he said, "Oh, I see you're losing weight, but don't you want to lose a lot more?" And I'm starting to go comp this attitude. And he says, "Oh, I can prescribe that pen to you that everybody else is on. I don't care if everybody else is on that pen. I'm not going to get cancer or whatever else it does to the body."
So Twinkie wants to know if balance helped you get off insulin.
Yes, yes, it did. And what happens, Twinkie, is when you're a busy person, like sometimes I run around going from doctor to doctor, or I've been doing a lot for my new business because I love it, and I'm meeting people now. I take my little water bottle, which I washed it so it's in the sink, and I fill it with tea in the morning. And you're going to get your little kit if you so choose to do this. And I take the balance at lunch, and I also take the balance at dinner. And you take it before you eat. So that way, when the food is on your plate, guess what? You're going to have leftovers and you're going to lose those stubborn love handles. Now, Michael, I don't know why they call them love handles, but I hate mine. I want them to go away, and they are going away. My daughter says, "Mama, you have to go buy a new pair of breeches and not a size 18 anymore. Go lower." I said, "But Katie," she says, "but Mama, what if you're in church and you drop your pants?" And I'll look at everybody and I'll say, "It's working. I'm losing weight, y'all." And they'll clap for me and laugh, because they know I'm a comedian. So they know me, Michael, very well. I love my church. And I've got some of them on this product as well. So I'm just so excited. And I learned some of my friends were diabetic. Diabetic is something you don't talk about very often. Because usually when you say, "Oh, how you doing today?" "Oh, I'm fine. Thanks for asking." You don't want to go into everything and every detail. And
Right.
if you don't look sick, they don't know. It's like a lot of people will judge me if I'm sitting in a chair because I can't walk the whole grocery store. And I had one lady just chastise me for taking it. And I got right in her face one day and I said, "Ma'am, look at me, look at me." She didn't want to look at me. "I heard what you said. You made sure you were loud enough for me, but you can't see my disease, can you?" I said, "You ever heard of lap lupus?" And she wouldn't look at me and she wouldn't answer. I said, "Well, lupus, there's no cure." I said, "It attacks the tissue and the muscles. And a lot of autoimmune diseases, like MS and everything else, they do the same. I don't think there's going to be a pill invented for weight loss. I don't believe there will. I don't believe there'll be the pill invented for autoimmune. I think a lot of it has to come with what we choose to do because everything is our choice in life to say yes or no.
Is it
So,
Unicity Balance?
yes, that's what it is. Don't go on the internet and get it, honey. Don't go on Amazon.
She wants to know where to get it from.
Get it from me. That's why I asked Michael, because you get a discount and you get a free product. If you go to Amazon, honey, you'll pay $199. You won't.
Here's her email. You can send her an email if you guys are interested. I just put it on the screen.
Thank you, Michael. But I'm telling you, it works. But when you try it, it'll take you 7 to 10 days to get your box because I don't remember where you live. Okay, you're going to take it every day. But here's what you are. Here's what you get. You get me as a coach because I'm already on the product. I know how the product works. Certain things happen to certain people. Now, there's a PDR.net. Michael, do you know the right terminology? I call it prescription drug reference.
Yeah, but we don't use that anymore. That's an old.
Oh, well, we use
PDRs are only have information the drug companies pay for, so we don't. As professionals, we don't use PDRs anymore.
Gotcha. But if you have medication and you want to know if this is safe for you, then you just go Google your information, like your drugs and stuff, and it'll tell you. And there's a little bit of caffeine, like I said, no less than a cup of coffee. There's something else in it, though, that I can't say it's completely healthy, but it is a plant based product. That I can say.
Can you tell me what it is? Can you tell me what's in it?
Let's give me a second to see if I can find all my info. Is it on this box? Actually, there is a website. You can go to unimosity.com. Unimate. Unicity.
Well, doesn't it tell you what it is? I mean, doesn't it tell you what's in it?
It does. However, with my eyesight and I'm on my phone, I can't use my. Well, what it does right here is it tells you how they do it, how they make it. It's handpicked. It's from a plant, and then
But they don't tell you what the plant is.
Yes, they do, and it's in here. And I'm sorry, I probably cannot pronounce it, which I need to learn if I'm going to keep continuing to do this. I know it's from South Africa.
Okay.
So, and we have a science behind it. So if you go to unicity.com, you pull everything up, scroll all the way down to the bottom, you should see everything there. It tells you the science. We have our own doctors. We have, it's debt-free company. They have plants now opening all over the world. Now, I don't know what it's going to do for you like I know what it did for me.
Is it Garcinia cambogia?
Sounds familiar. What is it?
Well, that's a plant that people use to lose weight. I'm just wondering if this is another Garcinia cambogia product.
This is also a fiber matrix as well.
Right. So that's what keeps you full. It swells up in your stomach.
And I go to the bathroom more than once a day like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
And so far, and I've been able to sleep through the night, which I used to cannot do. And I was a side sleeper, left, right, go pee, left, right, go pee, and you know the routine. But since now my sugar is under control, I don't have to do that anymore. I sleep all the way through the night. I don't have to run to the bathroom. And it feels great.
And you're basically using this product to help you intermittent fast. So, because
sugar under control and to lose the weight.
Right.
But actually, if you tell them to go to my Facebook, guys, it's actually on my Facebook. Go to my link tree. My name is Kim Pierro on Facebook, Pierro. You can go scroll and find it, and you'll find it, and just start clicking on whatever you can click. Go to my link tree, and it tells you where to order and how it is, and it's got more information there that I'm able to give you here.
Okay.
And we'll have to learn that what's in it, because I know it's a plant, but a fiber blend as well as vitamins.
Right.
So, and it does work. It's working for me. Now it's going to take me a while to get to a small, but I do.
You don't want to do that too fast.
No, I
don't. You don't want to do that too fast. It's not healthy to lose weight too fast.
No, it's not. But it is burning those love handles that I hate, like everybody else hates.
Yep.
So, is there anything else you can think of, Michael?
Not really. I mean, I have a feeling I know what it is. I mean, I have to look to make sure, but
look and double check it.
Yeah.
I'll have to send you my link.
I mean, I'll take a look at it. If it works for you, I think that's wonderful. I've done intermittent fasting before. I didn't use a product. I just did it. I only ate 4 hours of the day, but I haven't been doing that lately just because it's difficult when I'm at work.
Well, that's the beauty of this stuff. You just take it with you and do it at work.
Yeah.
And that way you don't have to skip it. You take it in your car. When I know I have errands to run all day, I just fill up my little water bottles and I fill it to the line. I wished I didn't leave it in the sink, doggone it. I was washing it. But there's 2 lines on the water bottle. The first line you're going to see is for the balance. You pour your water in it, you put the balance, you shake it really good, and then you gulp it. It took me a whole week to learn how to gulp, Michael. My husband made fun of me. I said, well, I'm not a beer drinker. You are. He said, let me show you how a man does it. Show me how a man does it.
So he could do it?
Yeah, 1 gulp. It took me about a week.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm not a gulper.
Why do you have to drink it fast?
Because it solidifies in the tummy.
Oh.
I mean, you want it to solidify in your tummy, not in the bottle.
Right, I get it. Okay.
There you go. And there, so far, I haven't had any side effects whatsoever. I mean, I'm only getting well and healthy and off my medication as much as I possibly can. Like I showed y'all, my thyroid went from 137 to 112, and it's going to go even lower. And I stepped on the scale the other day at the lupus, at the lupus doctor, and he said, "Oh, you're down to 170." He says, "You've been losing weight." I said, "Slowly but surely, yes."
So how much have you lost total and how long?
Oh gosh, I haven't always been dieting though. That's the thing, and I'm not. This is not a diet either.
Right.
So I've changed. I've been trying to change what I eat. Like I got off coffee, and then I got rid of the Splenda, and then I used to try to do monk fruit to sweeten stuff.
Yeah.
And then I don't eat the potato chips, and I don't go for candy bars. I mean, I was a junk food junkie.
Yeah, that's what really gets you.
Yeah. And I always said I never wanted to be a fat, ugly housewife. You know, I'm 58 years old. I don't want to be in a wheelchair at 60.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in a nursing home at 60 either.
Right.
I want my life back. I want to go hiking and looking at waterfalls. And for the first time ever, I was able to go back downstairs because I didn't have the neuropathy or the carpal tunnel. I played my piano.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I was excited.
That's great.
Y'all ask me, I'll do some more looking around. I wish I could get this laptop up here. I wish I could figure out how y'all could see and then I could pull all this up. But I don't quite know how to do that yet. And my poor lady that's trying to teach me all this, she says, "You're driving me nuts, you know." I said, "I know, just don't pull out your hair." And I keep telling her, "You got your extra strength Tylenol with you?" Okay, let's see. Where am I going to go here? Try to give me a second here to pull this up. I wish that one would quit coming on here. It's my school and it pops up every time. Let's go.
Any more questions from you guys in the peanut gallery? You can ask me questions too. If you don't have any questions for Kim, you can ask me.
Okay, here we go. Hold on. Oh, y'all ask Michael while I'm digging around.
I mean, I'm happy to answer any questions you may have, as long as I know the answers to them.
Let's hit Unicity Science and see what it tells me on the science. It does say it's masterfully produced. Many consumer goods brands focus on developing a brand and then outsource the bulk of their business to contractors. We don't do that. Unicity does things differently. We believe in overseeing everything from start to finish. And that's why we invest hundreds of millions of dollars in our product to develop capabilities from facilities and equipment to test methods on a highly qualified personnel.
You should check into Clea. I have not eaten today.
Oh.
They found my person. Well, I don't see your question, Kat. What? I don't see a question.
Found the person that attacked her.
Oh, they found the attacker guy?
Amen. God answered. God is good.
Is that what you're saying?
I think. Oh, wait. Oh, it's okay. Did she answer you yet?
No.
Okay. It is maltodextrin. What is used in the product? Maltodextrin is a carbohydrate made by breaking down vegetable starch into shorter chains of glucose molecules. It's often used as an ingredient carrier and a flow agent in foods and dietary supplements to help to help evenly disperse small amounts of other ingredients such as flavors. It may also be used as a thickener such as beverages, sauces, and gravies. Then it says, in addition, some of our products contain another form of maltodextrin called resistant maltodextrin. I can't say that one, I'm having trouble.
That's not what I thought it was.
Oh, okay. Or cellular corn fiber, because resistance maltodextrin is not broken down by our digestive enzymes, but it's absorbed into the bloodstream. And it has a lower glycemic index than regular maltodextrin, and the resistant maltodextrin passes reluctantly into the large intestines where your gut microorganisms reside, and is classified as a fiber that feeds your beneficial gut microorganism prebiotic.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay, now let's see. Then there's another question: how are dietary supplements regulated in the United States? And it talks about that. Okay, how much caffeine is safe for an adult, Michael? Let's see if you agree with this. Experts agree that most healthy adults can safely consume up to 400 milligrams of coffee per day. Do you agree with that?
Oh, I think it depends on the person. I don't think you can make a generalization
Oh,
like
well,
that. I
well,
mean, some people wouldn't even make 100, and some people can do a lot more than that. So I think it's pretty hard to. It
okay.
depends on if you have anxiety, if you have any heart problems. Um, I mean, caffeine affects different people in
It
different
does.
ways.
Well, let me finish reading it to you. It says while pregnant women should not consume more than 200 mg's per day, in general, a caffeinated soda contains about 30 to 40 mg's of caffeine, and high quality cup of coffee contains about 75 to 100 mg of caffeine. However, each individual's sensitivity caffeine can be vary greatly, and you may wish to adjust your consumption accordingly.
Yeah, I mean, caffeine is not. It also depends on what kind of caffeine it is too.
Yeah,
Natural caffeine's a lot different than produced caffeine in a lab. They're not the same.
but they have clinical studies. We got blog or articles, and I need you to show me how to blog.
Look at my website, sunshinentc.com. I just released a blog yesterday. I just wrote one yesterday. So just go to the bottom of the first page and you'll see them.
I,
There's tons of them in there.
I love your videos, though. You're doing a great job with the videos.
The
And
videos are a lot more fun, but the blogs make more money right now. So
right.
and they bring people to the website. So that's really the reason I write them. And plus they help people, you know. Some of the blog posts I've actually turned into videos directly. I just read what they say. I've done that several times. In fact, that's how I started my YouTube channel. I just took some of the blogs that I wrote and turned them in videos. So, hi, Karen. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in, everybody. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions for Kim.
Okay, I know you've done some stuff on this metabolic health, what it is and why it matters. Go for
Metabolic health?
it. Metabolic. Sorry about.
Well, I mean, it matters because if your metabolism slows down too much, it's harder to lose weight, for one. And all foods aren't created equal. I mean, you want to stay away from empty calories, which candy bars, stuff like that, cakes, pies, anything really with white flour, white rice, white any white carbs. I mean, you can eat a little bit of anything, but if you live on spaghetti every night, then the glycemic index is super high and your blood sugar goes up and down really fast, which makes your body release more insulin. And you end up with way too many carbs, which gets stored as fat cells. So it's well known that intermittent fasting is great for diabetics. That's been proven over and over again. I think what your product probably appeals to the most is people who can't fast because they get headaches. There's a lot of people that can't not eat. If they don't eat, they get really bad headaches. So, something that fills your stomach up, it sounds like it probably does more than one thing. It probably gives you some sort of calories, but it also fills your stomach up so you're not hungry.
Right. And to say I've not gained weight from this product because I'm not doing the cravings and starving.
Right. But you were eating a lot of really bad foods. Potato chips are full of oils, and they're not good oils. They're bad oils. If you eat an avocado, then that's a good fat. So it got a lot of fat in it, but it's a whole lot different than eating French fries, right?
Exactly.
They're just not the same. So hi, Jetty May. A lot of what we eat has to do with not only our metabolism, but how we feel, how well our body, the whole microbiome inside your stomach, all that stuff.
Yeah.
How much gas you end up with, all those things are interconnected. And the actual bacteria in your body actually talks to your brain too. There's something known as the gut-brain axis that it's very complicated, but can actually make you depressed if you have the wrong types of bacteria in your gut. And another thing a lot of people don't realize is that the bacteria in our guts, they are actually what make some of our vitamins too. So if you got the wrong bacteria in there, not only can they make you sick, but your vitamin levels may drop. That's why if you're taking warfarin and you get on an antibiotic that kills off all of your bacteria, the vitamin K also gets killed. It'll mess up your levels of warfarin in your blood. So a lot of this stuff's intertwined, and it's some of it we're just starting to realize how important it is. But to be honest, the biggest problem in our country right now when it comes to food is fast food, people trying to save time, and they, on their way home, I've said this in a lot of my videos, they think it's going to save them time if they stop by Taco Bell or McDonald's because they don't feel like cooking because they're tired. But all that does really is put you in a downward spiral because that food is not good for you. And you end up with way too much salt, which makes you retain more water.
Cholesterol.
Yep. Cholesterol is bad food, period. If you went home and made a salad, it really wouldn't take you that much longer, but you would feel a whole lot better and you'd have a lot more energy. And then, a lot of people just, they don't move around enough. They spend most of their time watching TV or sitting on the couch, and it all becomes a habit. Jetty May doesn't sit on the couch every night. That's why she looks like she looks, right? She walks a lot. So a lot of it is the habits that you form, and changing a habit is one of the hardest things to do, but it's also one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Exactly. And we all know what we're supposed to do. I mean, there's no secret that eating fast food is not good for you. And if you do it once in a while, it doesn't matter. But if you're doing it every single day, I mean, there's people that not only eat fast food every day, but they come into work with their 400 calorie Starbucks drink that's almost complete sugar, So they've already eaten, or they've already consumed a third of their calories for the day at least. And it's just, you might as well eat 2 candy bars. And they do it every single day. And you add 400 times 7, it's a lot of calories.
And then one day they wake up and you're like, why don't my clothes fit anymore?
And you run out of money because, they charge you $4, $5, $6 for one of those. You multiply that by 7, that's $40 a week about that you're spending on something you shouldn't even be putting in your body every day. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's crazy, but
I used to do that. But I want to
lots of people do it. That's why there's a Starbucks on every corner.
These things, guys, I know some lady friends of mine that are still using the old needles and the test strips. Oh, I'm so glad they came out with this thing. It's almost like my best friend besides my drink that I'm drinking today, because it does help you make a better decision.
Oh, yes. Be careful with what you eat. Make sure you exercise. Take care of your mental and spiritual health. Make sure you get enough sleep. Drink enough water. It's all the pillars of health. I mean, it's funny, if you go and you watch my videos on different ailments, almost all of them will tell you to do those things. Almost all of them. I mean, that is not necessarily the cure, but it will help with almost everything. Type 2 diabetes, lose weight, don't eat crappy food, get exercise. I mean, and the spiritual health helps you because if you're depressed or you're stressed out, then a lot of people stress eat because it makes them feel better. You get that dopamine rush. And usually it's not a carrot that makes you feel better. It's a piece of cake, right?
Yeah.
Or a chocolate bar or a donut or something like that. So, I've learned that making a smoothie out of frozen spinach, frozen blueberries, a little bit of protein powder, even the little guy, he loves that stuff. It's a whole lot better for you. And it's super sweet. Trying to meditate more. I think meditation is very, very healthy for you. It can make a huge difference. It can.
Yeah, I have one of my girlfriends that does Christian meditation, and it amazes me the way she can get on the floor and bend her legs. And when I look at her on my Tuesday night study group, I asked my one girlfriend, does she eat? She said, oh, yeah, she eats. I said, but she's thin as a rail. And I was so worried that she wasn't eating. And I'm like, okay, but she's just one of those flexible.
Well, she probably didn't get like that overnight. She probably had to work at it.
Yes, because she's been
That's the other thing you'll notice is people will think, oh, I can't ever look like her. But her might not have looked like that 6 weeks or 6 years or six, whatever, 6 months ago. There's a lot of people that have done amazing things just by changing simple habits. I did. I lost 85 pounds just by cutting fast food, stopping drinking beer, and started running. That's 3 things I did. And I was up to 280 pounds.
Wow, that's good.
At one point. And I felt like crap. I looked like crap. I had no energy. I was basically a walking disaster. I wasn't happy. I hated my job. I hated everything back then. It was just a horrible, horrible time in my life. And I just changed the way I do things. And then with those habits, I started changing things one thing at a time after that, I started reading books on happiness and listening to them. I started meditating. I played my piano more, just little things that can make a big difference. And you don't have to start by running a marathon. I always tell people that you don't. If you come home every day, sit on the couch and watch TV and then go to bed, just walk around the block before you sit on the couch to start with. If you can't do it every day, do it 3 times a week.
Yeah, I used to have to walk around my kitchen Once I first realized I was starting to heal my fractured spine and my tailbone, I take little by little and I take little laps right around.
Yep.
Now
Yeah.
I'm feeling great. I don't use my cane much hardly anymore because I don't want to depend on it. And now we'll see what winter does for me. And I've been on this product a lot longer by winter, and I'll have more test results by winter. So I'm trying to save all my test results.
Yeah. I think if it works for you, it's great. It is. I mean, I'm never going to tell somebody not to do something that works for them. And everybody's different. We all have our own ways of doing things. I mean,
And
I
Michael, I still take your vitamins.
I know you do, which makes me very happy. And there's more coming, you guys. There's more coming.
Robot,
Janet and I are working on some new exciting things, so you guys will be hopefully blown away very soon. Just like everything else, there's a couple of potholes in the road, I guess I will say, but nothing we can't work through. It's just anytime you want to do something right, sometimes you have to take a couple steps back and make sure everything's going the way you want it to. So that's why it's taken longer than we thought it would, but it's coming, and
can't
I'm
wait.
very happy.
Oh, let's see, what is this? My little heart.
The heart.
The heart.
You might have to, Kat. You may have to be my new sales rep.
So, guys, be good to your bodies. Be kind to your bodies. Be a light to someone's darkness, even if it's just a smile. You know, um, just learn to forgive yourself, most importantly, and also learn to love yourself. God knows that we make mistakes, and it's okay to make a mistake. Just know that you can correct that mistake. You're not what you are like 6 months ago. Hopefully, you're better and changed. And I know I know I'm different than I was a month ago. I was eating junk food a month ago until this product came my way, and I just jumped in it with blind faith. I said, you know what? I've got to change what I'm doing. I can't do it on my own. When it comes to sugar and chocolate and fried foods, because my husband's an Italian cook, pizza, 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 pasta, pasta, pasta. He liked sweets as much as I did. And I said, I've got to stop this craziness. I want off all this medication. So, in case you're wondering what my shirt says, let's go over this way. I put a little medication bottle because I'm going to get rid of my medication as much as possible. Yes, I go to a doctor. Yes, they do my blood work. So I'm not doing this willy nilly on my own because sometimes, and I know Michael will agree, some medication you need to be weaned off of. You
That's
can't
right.
stop it cold turkey.
And sometimes you're on medications that you'll never be able to stop. It just depends on what it is. But if you're a type 2 diabetic and you can lose enough weight, there's a good chance you can eliminate a lot of your medications.
Now, what about if you don't have a thyroid? Well, I'll probably always be on some sort of thyroid pill.
Yeah, you need a thyroid supplement. But the problem is if you don't have enough, if you become hypothyroid, then you'll gain weight and a lot of really bad things can happen to you. So if you don't have a thyroid gland, you definitely need something to give you that thyroid hormone because it's a hormone and it's needed in your body for a lot of different things. So you can't just not take
Right.
thyroid. And there's a lot of people, but that doesn't mean you need to be on the same dose all the time.
And I
You
guess
know,
my bottle, I wrote old and then I have a new. My thyroid stuff went down. Uh,
yeah.
Now, as we lose the weight, and no, we're not trying to lose the weight, we're just trying to work on the sugar. You're like a yo-yo. One goes down, one goes up. So my next goal, after my thyroid has already been, my sugar's already been able to get stable. Now the next thing I'm going to work on is my thyroid level because it raised up just a little bit to a 8.3. It was an 8, and I know the doctors say, "Well, we like it to be under 7." And when that nurse told me one time that after I'd gotten it down to a 7, I wanted to ball up my fist and go, I worked my gut off to get it to a 7. She did that to me, and I was like, somebody hold me back, somebody hold me back.
Well, I can tell you that all healthcare professionals are not created equal. too.
Right.
I mean, that's just the way it is. I've heard so many stories about, doctors and nurses and all kinds of people. I do find that the coast, the people seem to be nicer here, but I don't know if that's just because they're next to the ocean every day, or it's the kind of people that actually, the blood sugar ultra is not new, Kat, and Kim actually takes that or has taken that in the past. That was one of my first products.
Yeah, and I loved it, and I thought it was going to be with me forever. So I keep it now in case of emergency because I'd rather take that instead of an insulin shot.
Yeah,
Because I'm on what I'm on now and I'm following the program, I haven't had an insulin shot in 1 month, y'all.
that's amazing.
In 1 month, I
That's
feel
that's
better,
amazing.
I look better, I sleep better,
Yep.
and it's just a simple thing to do. I just fill my bottle with water and I take my products with me in my pocketbook. So if I don't make it back home by 12 or whenever I do my fasting, I just take it with me. What? What do you like?
She says she's blind because she didn't see it.
Hmm.
Kat would be a good brand ambassador. We may have to put her to work. We may have to do that. Does anybody else have any questions for us anymore before I've got to start packing. I've got a trip to go on next
Where are
week.
you going?
Los Angeles.
Vacation again or what?
Vacation again.
Nice.
Yes, I'm
I'll be
going to
back.
the beautiful city of angels.
There you go.
Yeah.
To Hawaii. Want to go. I've been to London, Scotland, England, and I think that's the only place. Oh, we went to West Virginia. We go to Florida every year because his parents live down there.
We do, Janet. I agree with you.
What was that?
You'll be in Pittsburgh. Can't you see the chat? Can you see the chat?
I see it a little bit, but I can't read.
Oh, you can't read it. Okay. I always forget that some of you guys can see it, some of you can't, because it's not very big. It depends on what you're watching on. But
My cell phone. I tried to get it up on my monitor. Like, I'll see if you.
oh, I know you can, Jetty May. I know you can see it.
So
I'm gonna have to get Jetty May back on here again too, and
yeah.
find out what's going on in her life, because I know she's got some changes, and I haven't talked to her in a while, so we'll have to do that.
With me now, and I'm back, and I'm feeling good and groovy.
Good. I'm glad.
Groove back, and I'll be skinnier hopefully the next time I get on, and I won't look bad, and hopefully I don't look my age. And
You definitely look like you've lost weight.
oh, good, thank you.
Yep.
Because I didn't want to be no fat, ugly housewife.
No, you're never going to be ugly. Come on. Like I always tell people, who determines who's ugly anyway? Ugly is just an ugly word. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, it's like, who gets to make that decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't buy that at all.
Well, they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Right. That's right. I mean, why can't I be on a coffee mug with a Speedo on? Right? Right, Kat?
Well, maybe we'll have to make that work for you. This is TikTok world. Is anything's possible in TikTok world?
That's true. You can be anybody you want to be.
Yep.
That's true.
So.
Oh, thank you, Jetty May. I'm going to have to put this one up there. That makes me feel good. She says I'm beautiful.
Oh, you are. You got a good heart.
Janet's going to take Kat to Malibu.
Wow. I want to go.
Okay, ladies. It looks like they're all ladies in here. I'm going to pop off of here. And
Michael, you have to tell me goodbye or tell me. Oh, I see the X for the leave.
Oh, I can make you disappear on here. I know how to do that.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I thought we were friends.
We are, but you don't have to worry about that on here.
Well,
This is this.
leave. I see the leave button. Anyway,
Yeah.
I feel like to someone starting is take care of your health.
Yes.
Take time to make time to take care of you. You got to be able to take care of you and make your own self happy before you can expect anybody else to do it for you or for them to expect you to do it for them. So take time for you. It's okay.
That's right. And before I pop off here, I'm going to put Kim's email up here one more time. If you guys need to get in touch with her, that's
Please
Kim
do.
Piero at yahoo.com. That's how you can reach her. If you have any questions for her, you want to talk to her,
I'm right here.
Kim has she's a pastor, so she can help you with other things besides just weight loss, just so you know.
Yep.
So I've spent a lot of time talking to Kim on the phone.
And an advocate for lupus. I talk a lot about that.
That's right.
So.
Okay, everyone. Thanks for coming. That was a very quick hour.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, very fast. Went by very quickly.
Well, Michael, thank you very much for having me. I'm waiting on pins and needles for your new stuff now.
It's coming. I promise it's coming.
All right.
Part of the reason I'm going to LA next week is to get it going. So
nice. Well, enjoy your vacation. Make it prosperous. Be your light.
Okay. I will do so.
You come on.
Okay.
Much love.
Bye. Bye, Kim. Thanks for coming, everyone. I will be back hopefully this weekend if I can find another guest that wants to come see me. I did see the little tiny blonde human. I'm going to see if I can get her on here again, because last time I tried to get her, she was in a different country. Maybe she's back. I don't know. I'm going to email her and find out. I want to learn about her mushroom celebrations, and I want to know how she does those. So we're hopefully going to get her back on here. And I'm Pharmacist Michael. Be happy and be healthy, and I'll see you all soon.